Queen City Championship presented by P&G winner Lottie Woad. Lottie secured the second win on the LPGA Tour, and only your 19th start. Can you just kind of talk about, this whirlwind of success so far?
Yeah, I'm very happy to win my second one. Definitely feels like a bit longer than that, I'd say, because obviously the first one was my first start. So kind of seeing how strong everyone is out here, and so definitely feels a lot nicer to get the second one, I'd say, and just really happy.
And we want to ask you a little bit about LEAP. You're one of our first people to get through LEAP. Just how did that program, change your golf career, change your life going forward? Yeah,
definitely changed my life. I might not be sitting here with 2 LPGA Tour wins. If I didn't have that, I would have probably had to go to Q school, and you never know what happens with that. So very, very grateful for the opportunity that I had to get my card, and that I could take it up straight away.
And then this year is a Solheim Cup year. Has that been in the back of your mind at all, going through, all the tournaments you've been going through and everything going forward? You've represented, your country on an amateur stage, but Solheim is a very big and prestigious event. Has that been going through your head at all?
Yeah, I think it's definitely, it's sitting on, it's in the calendar. You're obviously looking at that. But I think if you just play good golf, you're going to be on the team, and that's what I've been telling myself. So hopefully make that team, and to have my debut in Europe will be extra special.
And then kind of one of the big storylines for the week outside the golf course was your gummy bears with your caddy DT. Did you talk a little bit about what would happen after a win?
I don't know. He gave away the bag to the fans, so I don't know. I don't get him. But I don't know. We've done it the last few events that we've remembered, and I think I think people think that we're like stuffing our faces with sweets during the round, but like realistically, we're eating like four gummy bears.
Perfect. We'll open it up to people inside.
Lottie, what was the biggest challenge out there today?
I think the wind today, it was definitely up there with the strongest of the days, and was kind of flickering around a bit when it was crosswind most holes, but kind of flipping between into and down. So trying to judge those yardages into some smaller greens was definitely tricky. I'd say that was the hardest bit today.
How were you able to stay in it despite kind of some of the ups and downs and frustration over the course of the day? What did you tell yourself?
Yeah, I think I generally played pretty good. Obviously, the double, I'm not really sure what happened there. It just kind of happened pretty quickly there. And the rest, I hit a lot of, fairways, greens, pretty stress-free, other than 13 as well, probably. I think I was just trying to focus on each hole individually, not trying to think too far ahead. And, I knew Hayron was on a good run, but I knew there was some chances coming up, so just tried to stay in my lane a little bit.
Did that influence your strategy or approach at all when you saw the run that she was making today?
I think not really. I was always trying to shoot the lowest I could, obviously starting with a free shot cushion. If I shot a decent round, someone would have to play spectacular to catch me. So I think I was just trying to focus on my own score.
Thanks.
All right, we will open it up to the Zoom. Jill, if you want to unmute.
Congratulations, Lottie. Which putt today? Today, was it one of the par putts like on 14, or maybe the birdie on 17? Like which putt of all the putts you made today would you say was kind of the biggest for your round?
I think 17 definitely sticks out. Not an easy putt from where I was above the hole with a lot of break, and had a little bit of pace going in. So pretty glad I hit the hole, and gave me a 2-shot cushion on a par 3. So I was pretty happy with that.
And can you speak about your putting? I know you talked about the grip not being on straight. Can you kind of talk about that, the missed cut, and then what you were able to do with your putter today?
Yeah, this year I've putted pretty nicely. Last week was definitely the worst, and I changed the putter grip so it was straight again, and it felt a lot better in my hands. But I also spent last weekend just putting the whole time. Just stayed in New Jersey and practiced there. So I think it was a little bit of practice, but also the grip being on straight too.
Okay. And can you just speak to, I think you told Karen after that this was sweeter than your first victory. Why is that?
I think the first one just happened so quickly that it was kind of hard to take in. Was obviously playing the Open the next week as well, so just kind of moved on quickly. But I think, now being out here full time and this being, my job and like that was my first event. I think just seeing the competition each week and, traveling and all that, I think this just is definitely a lot sweeter. Okay. And what can you kind of say about where your game's at as we head to U.S. Open at Riviera pretty soon? Yeah, feeling good. Was feeling good coming into this, even though I missed the cut last week. I've been result-wise, been pretty solid, in the top 10s, top 15s, just not in contention as much, like I said. So it was nice to, have a better start this week. And I feel like whenever I'm in contention or in the lead, I can get it done most of the time. Thank you.
All right, Roy, if you want to unmute.
That have been number one. I imagine your confidence, when you reflect on this tournament, I think you'll realize that I think you've elevated everything confidence-wise.
Hey, Roy, you were muted. Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
All good.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, Lottie, winning this tournament, the last line of questioning was about your first one coming so soon. You beat the current world's number one and several other players that have been number one in the last 5 years. Does this elevate your confidence, you think, when you look back to see that the skill level of this field was second to none?
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, each week's usually very strong, so that there's not many weeks where it's not a strong field. So, yeah, I mean, it's great to beat all those players, but at the same time, I feel like most people can win out here, so you're still trying to beat the rest of the field too.
Can I ask a follow-up on Makatiwa Country Club? I imagine that it won't be tough for you to lobby to come back here because the tournament's moved around in Cincinnati. What are your final impressions of this quirky but outstanding Donald Ross design?
Yeah, I like it. Obviously, I liked the course last year as well. Played well in this event last year, even though it was a different course. And I think this kind of weather and the conditions, it's kind of given a little bit of like English courses, a little quirky, a little hilly. So feel pretty comfortable on them.
Thank you.
All right, Jeremy.
Lottie, as a follow-up to that on Makatiwa, this is going to be larger on Cincinnati since you played here last year. When the LPGA Tour comes to mid-markets, like Cincinnati, and we're coming to several mid-markets in the summer, the fans came out in droves today, and they were out in droves yesterday after the weather. How does that elevate your play, and how much to you and your fellow competitors when you see the city coming out to support you guys at events like this?
Yeah, it's definitely great, and I could definitely feel they were maybe on my side. I felt like they were supporting me today, and I mean, yesterday we didn't tee off till 4 p.m., so I was very surprised how many people were still out here. So that was definitely nice because we were, trying to get done, and I think seeing all those people out here definitely helped us a little bit there. And yeah, it feels like a proper event when a lot of people come out.
Now that you got a W and 4 rounds under your belt, what do you think about a par 3 finish on 18 here at Makatiwa?
Yeah, it's nice when you have a 2-shot lead. Let less shots to really go wrong. So I was very happy.
Thank you.
Just one last silly one for me. I did talk to DT, and I don't know if you know or not, but he said you get to pick his next tattoo. Have you thought about what that might be?
I think I need to think about it a little bit more because it's a big decision. I did joke that like I wouldn't be too mean and put a Leeds United badge on there because he supports Arsenal, so I'm not going to be that mean. So I'm either going to do it like to do with the area that we're in or to do with the tournament, or maybe it'll be like a suite or something.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Lottie.
Thank you.